Hey cruisers, welcome to our weekly vlog, which is brought to you by cruiseline.com, where you can compare prices from several different cruise sites using the easy-to-use cruise search feature. Be sure to check them out in the notes below. We are so excited to announce our next live stream. Our next live stream is going to be Saturday, June 3rd at noon. We are sorry that we're holding it right in the middle of the day, but it seems to be the best time technically for us, technically for YouTube. When we hold them in the evenings or the late afternoons, we seem to have problems with the YouTube servers, and we don't want to do that to you guys, so hopefully that's okay. So mark your calendar, noon Pacific time, June 3rd. We are going to cover a lot today in the vlog. Just to give you a little sneak peek, we are going to be talking about Grand Cayman. We're going to be talking about Faster to the Fun, and we're going to be talking about travel agents and answering some questions from all of you. We hope that you guys all enjoyed our first vlog from our Carnival Miracle journey. It was our pre-cruise vlog where we stayed at the Long Beach Hilton and showed you what we did the 2 days before our cruise. We had an awesome time despite the chilly weather. So if you haven't watched that yet, be sure to check it out. The rest of our vlogs are coming soon. Hubby is very, very, very anxiously editing our embarkation day or day one vlog, which we know people get the most excited about. So that one is coming very soon. It was another cloudy embarkation day, so it was kind of bummed that we don't get to give you a sunny day one vlog, but it was a lot of fun. So coming soon, stay tuned. Make sure you turn on those notifications on our channel here by clicking that little bell. So we also have some more exciting episodes coming up for you. In addition to those vlogs, we have that what to wear episode that we're editing, where we took a little video of everything that I wore all day, every day on our 7-day cruise. So even though you saw our packing video and you saw what I was putting in my suitcase, this time you're going to see it on, see what I did to pair it with jewelry and shoes. That's going to be a lot of fun. We also made a unique video on this last trip about our experience with room service. So we talk about how room service works from start to finish, from picking up the menu and looking at the prices, to what it's like to call room service, to the delivery process, tipping, what the food looks like and tastes like, everything. So we're really excited. We think that was kind of fun and unique, and that is coming to you soon. So let's get started with an awesome tip today. One of our YouTube subscribers, Sam, who actually lives, you guys, get this, in Grand Cayman, was kind enough to answer a question that I had. We were turning the tables this time. I'm going to Grand Cayman on my Panama Canal cruise later this year, and I have been really confused about what to do and where to go on 7 Mile Beach. I know it's what I want to do in Grand Cayman. I know I need to get in a taxi cab and go there, but I didn't know where. So when I heard that our subscriber, Sam, was willing to offer me some assistance, we took advantage of that, and I would like to share this with all of you. Sam's response to my 7 Mile Beach question talks about a little bit about the area. So Sam says the area is about a 10-minute drive from the Georgetown cruise port. It all depends on what you're looking for that day, relaxation and tranquility or excitement. And I think we're looking for something in between. For relaxation, Sam says the best spot on 7 Mile Beach to lay out a towel and swim is you can ask your cab driver to take you to the beach access next to the Avalon condominiums. Now, Sam says that beach accesses are found all along 7 Mile Beach, and from the road you'll just see light brown signs that say beach access, which allow you to take a sandy footpath from the roadside down between hotels and condos straight to the beach. The beach next to the Avalon condos is where Sam likes to go, and Sam got married on that beach, you guys, so I think it's probably pretty cool, right? You could also try to have the cab driver take you to Cemetery Beach, which has access right next to the cemetery, and no, it's not creepy, says Sam. It's a favorite of the locals. Sam has a tip about using Google Maps, to have a look at these locations in satellite format. Then you can compare the beaches, which are all awesome for swimming. The 2 spots mentioned were not as crowded as other spots, but the downside in those spots that were mentioned is they do not have public restrooms. However, Duke's Seafood and Rib Shack is a 5-minute walk across the street from the Avalon condos. Okay, now for exciting locations, those were the relaxing ones. For the more exciting spots on Grand Cayman, for a fun-filled day, your cab driver can take you to either the public beach or to Tiki Beach. Both have public restrooms with showers, and both have outdoor restaurants and beach chairs. You can rent them for about $5. The Tiki Beach restaurant and decor is a bit nicer, but Sam prefers public beach because there's tons of water sports and activities. You can rent canoes, wave runners, banana boats, water trampolines, etc., and there's a volleyball court. Be sure to tell your cab driver to drop you off closer to Calico Jack's restaurant next to the public beach. You can grab sandwiches, fries, local dishes, seafood salads, and even cocktails. Get this, you guys. Be sure to try their conch fritters with jerk mayo. I will so be doing that, Sam. Enjoy your meal at one of their many picnic tables on the beach. You may even catch a glimpse of the restaurant owner, Mr. Handel Whitaker, well known for his famous handlebar mustache. So thank you, Sam. You have solved my Grand Cayman problem, and I know that so many people are going to appreciate this tip from you. So we wanted to shout it out to the world first and foremost. All right, we have another question today, you guys, that we get a lot, and this is from Tim Byer. Tim says, "Hi, thanks for responding to the comments that I leave. I realize these comments are not related to the video. I apologize, but I have two questions. I've heard you talk more than once about your belief that it is important to use a travel agent when planning a trip rather than booking it yourself. Why? How do they get paid? In other words, how much more would it cost me to book through an agent as opposed to doing it yourself? How can I go about locating private shore excursions through outside of the cruise line? For example, in Alaska, what might I type into the internet to find private tour companies that I might be able to use on my cruise tour?" Thanks again. Okay, Tim, you have a lot of questions here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with your travel agent question, okay? The reason that I use a travel agent is because I feel like I have nothing to lose. The travel agent gets paid by the cruise line, not by you. Some travel agencies do have a small booking fee that may range from somewhere from like $25 to $50. I think that booking fee is worth it, and my travel agent does charge a small agency fee because they want you to commit to using them as an agent, not cancel, and they put a lot of work up front into it. So Tim, some of the things that my travel agent helps me to do that I don't want to do on my own: they help me to watch for price drops. They help me book my airfare. They help me book shore excursions. And they just overall, in general, watch out for me. And I'm an experienced cruiser. I can book my own cruises through the cruise line, but I'm going to pay the same price. The prices are pretty similar. Now, if you book through a large cruise agency that books out a bunch of rooms at a lower rate, you might be able to find some lower rates. But in general, you're probably going to pay about the same. Okay, now to answer your question about how to find other shore excursions, there's lots of different things that you can do. We recommend doing research on cruiseline.com by checking there. So you want to do some research there. Type in your keywords for all the locations you'd like to visit there and check there. There's lots of other ways that you can research. So I'm going to go ahead and send you a message with several other resources because we don't have a lot of time to cover them here on the vlog, but you definitely can simply Google the name of the location that you want to go and day trip, shore excursion, something like that after it, and see what you come up with. Okay. You also wanted to, let's see here. What did we miss? I think we actually covered all your questions, Tim. I'll message you privately to make sure, though. Let me know. All right, Mimi-O has a really great question. "I've learned so much from your videos. Thank you. I really appreciate you showing me how to cruise. I was wondering, what's a great camera for taking videos and amazing pics in your opinion? Budget-wise, I don't want to go over $500. Another thing, how much cash is recommended to take on board? Haven't seen a video on that." Okay. Mimi-O, the best camera, we have said this over and over again on our channel, and it's so important. The best camera is the one you're going to use. When you are watching our cruise vlogs and a lot of the video from our cruises, it's taken on several different cameras, but the primary camera that you see is my iPhone. I think it's my iPhone 6 Plus. I always forget. I actually take tons of photo and video using this. It's with me all the time. The newer phones have incredible quality. What I would tell you is that if you want to get a nicer DSLR camera, a larger one, I would go to Costco or Best Buy and look for something in your price range, maybe a Nikon, whatever country you live on, you pronounce that differently, or a Canon product is gonna be fine. You'll find plenty of them that are kind of point and shoot, but very high quality, under $500. We also use a GoPro, and we use a small video camera. But honestly, I would recommend you use your phone. It is just so much more portable. It's easier when you get home to transfer all of those photos and video off of one thing. So I hope that that helps you. The other question that you said is how much cash is recommended to take on board? This is really hard because everybody spends different amounts of money. But if you are going to be using a credit card, on board where you aren't using a debit card or anything like that. So everything that you spend on board is going to be charged to your credit card. I think you probably will need somewhere between $200 and $500 in cash for your trip, just depending on how long it is and how spendy you are, and if in ports you plan to do a lot of shopping. But $200 to $500, I generally never take more than $200 with me. We really just don't use that much cash. So hopefully that helps you, Mimi-O. Let me know if you need more help. All right, 330 Films says, my mom and I recently discovered your channel searching for videos about a cruise line. We're going on NCL in September in Alaska and have no clue what to pack. We're coming from the East Coast, so we're flying and concerned about packing the right things. Any tips for fall Alaska cruises? Yes, I'm going to try to keep this brief, but you know that we have lots and lots of videos on Alaska packing. I believe that I linked them to you before I responded today, but the most important thing you can do is focus on layers. When you're in Alaska, you could go from 30 degrees in the morning to 80 degrees in the afternoon. So you need to think about wearing things like jeans and comfortable shoes with maybe a t-shirt, a fleece, and a rain jacket layered over that in order to keep it light. You are going on NCL, so you may have to pay to have laundry done. You might need to pack a little less and pay the $30, $35 to have a load of laundry done if you really want to focus on keeping it light. As for other things that you must pack, I would recommend binoculars, without a doubt. Extremely comfortable, non-skid type shoes for walking around on deck. A sneaker is perfectly fine. A nice comfortable boot is perfectly fine. Those are really important things. And don't forget sun protection. In Alaska, you will need a hat and you will need sunglasses because it can be very bright, especially on glacier days. Hope that helps. Watch our Alaska videos to get a little bit more information. Alexis Metz has a couple of questions for us. Wants to know what's our best excursion and our worst excursion, and what was our best cruise and worst cruise and why. Alexis, these are really hard questions for us because we've never been on a bad cruise or had a bad excursion, so I'm gonna be as general as I can and answer these for you, okay? Our best excursion, we have tons of them, but the most recent and best excursion was an awesome zip lining trip that we had in Puerto Vallarta. It was so much fun. It was high adventure, and it was very reasonably priced, so we loved that. I would say one of the worst excursions we've ever been on was also in Puerto Vallarta. We went on a pirate ship when my son was little. It was one of those things where you get on the pirate ship and then they put you in the kind of down in the bottom of the ship to eat breakfast, and it was kind of nauseating to have the pirate ship moving, and we had fun, but we felt a little hurted and we didn't love it so much. So hope that helps you a little bit. Our best cruises have been our longest cruises. So I would say that it's probably pretty exciting when we get to go on 10-night cruises. So those 10-night cruises we've been on to Alaska and the Sea of Cortez have probably been some of our favorites. You said, what was our worst cruise? Our worst cruise was our short cruise. We went on a 2-night cruise to film a ship one time, and it was the most rushed thing in the world. And we enjoyed it, but it wasn't our favorite cruise. Hope that helps you. Wesley Christie says, I have been on 9 cruises and have not done Faster to the Fun. Is it worth it? Can you do a whole episode on it? Wesley Christie, we have covered it a few times, but it's such a great question and we'd love to cover it again for you today. So we're going to go ahead and go over pretty much every detail about Faster to the Fun in turbo mode here, okay? And a lot of people ask this question, so I'm glad that you brought it up again. So Faster to the Fun is a way, you guys, to get on the ship faster when you're sailing with Carnival. It is offered in Baltimore, Charleston, Fort Lauderdale, Galveston, Jacksonville, Long Beach, Miami, Mobile, New Orleans, New York, Port Canaveral, San Juan, Seattle, and Tampa. It is not offered on Carnival Journeys cruises or in Honolulu, Norfolk, Vancouver, and Europe embarkation ports, okay? You pay a price per stateroom, not per person. So when you book this using the Shore Excursions area, guys, the price I'm quoting you is per stateroom. If there are 3 people in the stateroom, it's the same price as if there's 1 person in the stateroom. The program includes priority security, check-in and boarding, first access to your stateroom, meaning that you can go as soon as you board to your stateroom, priority luggage, so your bags will be in your stateroom waiting for you, and a priority guest services area. Okay, here's the prices for everyone. Again, per stateroom, not per person. $49.95 for 2- and 3-day cruises, $49.95 for 4-day cruises, excluding Liberty, Paradise, Triumph, Valor, and Victory. $59.95 for 4-day cruises on Liberty, Paradise, Triumph, Valor, and Victory. $59.95 on 5-day cruises on Carnival Sensation. $69.95 on 5-day cruises. $69.95 in 6- and 7-day cruises. And the last price category we have here is, again, per stateroom, $79.95 for 8-day and longer cruises except Carnival Journey. You also get priority dining reservations, tender priority, and lots of debarkation choices. So I hope, Wesley Christie, that I've covered Faster to the Fun well enough for you. Well, everyone, that wraps up everything for today's vlog. Please be sure to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Follow us on social media. Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. is where we announce a lot of different things like our next live stream dates and things like that. So please follow us over there. And thank you all so much for helping us get to 2,000 followers on Facebook. That was so exciting. Really, really thrilled that we hit that little milestone. We will see you very soon on that next live stream, Saturday, June 3rd at noon. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye.
Cruiser of the week.
Hey, click me to subscribe. We gotta start over.
Okay, there's no going back. Just go ahead and start
Okay,
over.
all right.